Hi, I'm Shawn, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master.
And I'm Will.
Thank you for listening to Roll for Adventure.
Today's episode of Roll for Adventure was filmed in front of a live audience of unimpressed wives.
Previously on Roll for Adventure, what happened, Will?
We finally finish fighting the kobolds.
You killed them all.
Well, no, some of them ran away, I think.
Alright, well, that's good enough. So you guys rid the camp of the kobolds.
Finally.
Bill killed a pixie, as I recall.
And a kobold. He made a kobold a pretty unicorn. With his elven arrow magic.
You guys investigated the kobold encampment.
And found nothing.
Investigated the cave.
And found a crazy guy.
And stuffed him into Stedman's chest.
And that's about it. So you're caught up now.
Yes.
You can listen.
Alright.
You can safely listen to the podcast with no fear of missing the story.
In this episode of Roll for Adventure, we have around the table Will playing Biria the Tiefling, who, just as a reminder, is a female.
I roll my eyes at him rolling the eyes about Elegan.
Rich playing Sir Richard Grayson Edinburgh III, the Pious.
Just start killing everybody and see if we get the right person.
Dave playing Dibs, a gnome sorcerer.
So one of the problems is his head comes off really, really easily.
Jessica playing Thea Starflower.
So while they go visit the king, I should probably go back to my people, considering I want to go back to my bed.
And Bill playing Orlando Buddy Bloom, a wood elf.
So I do it again, I grab it, I go and then I shove the paper in his face and say, "Back off, man, I just want to see the arm."
No.
Alright, so, where were we?
Figuring out where to go.
Yeah, they're gonna break things, and we're escorting the guy out to see if we can.
Who's breaking me?
Well, no. Shelldon is escorting the guy
Shelldon's
out in his
escorting him out.
chest.
You guys loaded the guy into Shelldon,
Yeah.
and he's walking out.
We think we've decided to go back to Elegan.
Yes, we've decided to go back to
plan.
Elegan.
Yeah.
We figure the Inquisitor probably isn't the best guy to deal with a slightly delicate situation.
All right. So you guys
Although we don't know.
break up the production. It's not so broken that it's not fixable with, a few days worth of work, but it's broken enough that, if you guys were to come back immediately after your trip to Elegan, they would probably still be fixing it.
Out of curiosity, how far away is Elegan?
Elegan is a 4-day ride. As I recall, you guys have horses.
We have horses somewhere hidden in the tree.
Yes.
Yeah, we hit him in the
So
tree.
you guys go back with a little bit of difficulty, find your horses, but you find your horses and make the 4-day ride to Elegan.
I still think we should permanently by burning everything.
You guys bring.
Oh, we need to at least wreck all the potion in the barrels. Just spill it out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Smash the barrel.
Definitely.
You guys smash the
We
barrel.
smashed the state.
Does anybody test the portion?
Well, we should keep some of it. We'll keep. That's a good idea. Let's keep some of it. We can scoop it off the ground or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, just so we have something to show. This is what we're actually.
All right.
This
So
is
you
what
guys are able to find a bottle in there with a cork,
there's
and
stuff
you
around.
guys
We
take
bring
some
them
of
back
the
to our alchemist.
Our alchemist
the
can do
potion,
that.
put it in the bottle, cork it. That goes into the bag of holding as well. There's a chest of holding.
I gotta take it back.
And you guys make the ride to Elegan. You guys get back to his fortress, and he is, again, tinkering with something, making something else he's just... So, for the two of you, his workshop is this just kind of chaotic mess of parts, and pieces, and potions, and stuff. It's just kind of all over the place, and he's this very eclectic, kind of chaotic character who is always doing something, talking a mile a minute. Mm-hmm. And he sees you guys come, and he looks up from what he's working on. He says, "What did you find? What did you find? Where have you been? I haven't seen you guys in weeks."
Point at the guy.
I kind of dramatically point at Sheldon's chest.
And Sheldon's chest opens up, and this little mechanical claw brings out and then places the body of the alchemist on the table. And he's still just kind of twitching away.
Bought your
So he
present,
looks
box.
We say,
like he should be locked up.
so
And he
we found a
looks
problem.
at him and he said, "What?"
Bought
Are
your
you that
present,
much of a
boss.
bed as
too.
your character? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah, that's just how my character is. He just
Okay.
talks a lot.
All right.
Like, a real lot.
Okay.
So Elegan, we gotta say, I know you wanted us to take Sheldon out and take him for a ride and see what's going on. So one of the problems is his head comes off really, really easily.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out how to attach all of his parts. The joints are still a little weak. I gotta
Okay.
work on that.
Well, I just wanted to let you know because it fell off, I think, multiple times.
How did it fall off multiple times? What were you guys doing?
Okay,
that
so
it fell off?
Don't worry about
So we
it.
found some kobolds.
Don't worry
They were
about it.
gathering up these herbs, right? So we have some of the herbs because we took some of those before we even messed with this whole stupid camp. And so they were taking these herbs and they were sending it in this minecart into a factory where this guy was working, and they're making this. And I give him the potion.
Okay, and he looks at the potion and examines it and says he gets
This
this
is me
really
just looking
They're
around.
they're shipping this to the city, and they're shipping it and they're putting it in food and drink. We know of at least one tavern, probably multiple, because there are a lot of these barrels going out.
He looks at the potion and gets this really concerned look on his face, and he says, and all of a sudden his tone changes. I'll be right back, and he walks off into the other room.
He's gonna try the
And
potion.
he's gone for about 5 or 10 minutes.
You better not.
Does he have any books? I look at him all these.
He does
Yeah,
have,
what's
he does have-
what's around? Like what's
Everything.
What's
What
in the
isn't
place?
around?
Yeah, that's really the better question. There's parts, there's arms and legs of multiple iterations of Shelldon kind of lying around. Shelldon.
So
was,
it's like Iron Man suit.
well, not so much a suit because it's not a suit. It's an
Iron
actual-
Man's suit
a
in
robot.
a being of its own.
Yes, but so there's other things. There's bottles of potions. There's bottles of parts for potions.
His
there's
lunch.
eyes. There's it's like every single flat surface is just covered with stuff.
Does he have books?
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna start organizing his books.
He's got a
I'm just gonna start
library. He's got a
organizing
full on
because let me tell
library.
you
In
a
there.
thing.
There are books open everywhere.
I'm gonna start putting them away and organizing books. Particularly, I'm looking for books about like. So the whole thing. So my guy's whole thing is he's a librarian. He opened up a tome of forbidden knowledge and read something, contacted some outer entity. That's why he can magic. And so he's trying to figure that stuff out. So I'm looking for things of that nature. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take those books.
All right, so you're looking. Give me an investigation check.
Well, he struggles.
What? Okay, yeah, you don't find anything.
You lit a book on fire. Great job.
I missed the whole library. Where's the library?
So he comes back out after about 10 minutes, looks at you and said, "Don't touch my books. You messed up my books. You put away my books. What are you doing? I had those organized.
I SWAT did
not. Those are not. Look,
I
here,
knew
I'll-
where everything was, and you messed it up. You go stand in the corner.
Here's a copy.
Go stand in the
Here's a
corner."
copy of the Dibsy decimal system,
And he
which
just
will.
He
Okay,
extends
I
his
see.
hand and just shushes you, and you cannot speak.
Forced shush.
Of course.
And then he points, he snaps his finger and points
I
into the
go in the
corner.
corner.
You've got no control over your body at the moment.
Your
you
hips
go
lead
and
the
you
way.
stand in
They
the corner.
turn and walk
Yeah.
away.
So you can still hear everything that's going on, but you are not in control of your body anymore.
I can make magic noise.
I go twirling that sword.
Thank you. He just winks at you and he says, "Okay, so what you guys found was a mind control potion. And not just any general mind control potion. This is specific to, this type of potion is specific to one person. This is made so that one specific person can control and influence the minds of others. The person can make focused control to take control of the mind of one person, but he has the general ability to influence anybody who has ingested a certain amount of this stuff. So where did you say this stuff was going again?
Into Heyhill. In like at least one like tavern. It's sort of a working class place. I mean, it probably goes to more places considering the size of the operation.
That one we know for sure.
There's one we know for sure.
Okay, it's a safe bet that they're putting this stuff into every single place they can get it. You guys need to take this to the king and show him that his city is under attack.
Okay.
And it's under magical attack, and just give it to him, or give it to.
Give the potion to him?
No, don't give the potion to him, but bring it to him.
Feed it to him.
And ask him.
You can't talk.
He's counterintuitive.
And ask him to have his sorcerers examine the potion, and they will see the same thing that I have seen.
Okay.
They will be able to tell this.
That
So,
we can do.
But how effective is this stuff really? I mean,
It's extremely effective. Once a person has the requisite amount of potion in their system, they become very susceptible. And it's a sliding scale. Like, as you begin to ingest more of it, if it's going to a tavern, they're putting the stuff in the food. So it's slowly been indoctrinating the population over time. This has been a long game kind of thing where they've been doing this slowly in order to get it into as many people as possible, and then to wrest control of the city from the king. And they're going to do it with everybody. I mean,
I'm gonna wave around the notes that I found about the amount of the shipment schedules and stuff.
He looks at you, snaps his fingers, and you regain control of yourself.
So here's the so we found out that they're about halfway through their plan. We think about it, and they're running slightly behind because I think they have a supply.
He grabs the books from you, snaps his finger again, and you just can't speak.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he looks at it. He looks through the books, and he says they're about halfway there. They've been working on this for a couple of years, it looks like, but they're about halfway there. They're about to the point where they could probably stage the coup now if they needed to. They've probably got enough people in the king's court that they could take control now if they needed to, but they're definitely not where they want to be. So you need now, like, time is of the essence. You guys need to get back to the king, give him this potion, tell him to have his sorcerers examine it, and we need to do something. We need to find where whoever is controlling this is hiding, and we need to get in there and deal with it. And probably the only way we're going to get there is with the help of the King's Guard. So you need to go back and convince the king that this is something that needs to be done.
Alright, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make a sound of me speaking. And I'm going to say, so does the potion make the mark on their arm, or is that something separate? Is someone physically branding them?
He just kind of looks at you quizzically for a second.
You can't shut me up.
So he says, I don't know about the mark. It's probably a mark that someone has been given once they've been consumed by enough of the potion that they have volunteered their service to whatever entity is controlling this populace. But my guess is that it's not something that automatically manifests itself.
I'm going to cast it again, because it's a cantrip. I cast it all day.
What did you just say?
Can you break the potion's hold on this guy so we can ask him?
He snaps his fingers again so that you regain control of yourself.
because it's irritating to have him doing that illusion all the time.
It's more annoying
Minor
when you
illusion
talk
is
without
annoying.
without your lips.
And he says no. There's at the amount of this stuff that he has in his system, I would require an antidote to counteract the effects of the potion in his body. I can't magically dispel this.
Can you make that antidote if with given time and?
I would need enough time, but it would take me a lot of time to figure, because I would need to figure out what the antidote is. I don't have this because
Right.
it's so tailored to the person who is doing the controlling. I would need to know what type of entity is controlling it. I don't know. It could be, a mind flayer. It could be a sorcerer. It could be a wizard. I got no idea. So we need to figure out who's controlling it before I can start to manufacture an antidote. And then we need to manufacture it, which is going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and more resources, more personnel resources than I currently have at the moment. That would be something that the sorcerers and the wizards of the king would be tasked with. And I would be more than happy to help if they'll have me, but we would have to convince the king to let me help.
Is the only option an antidote? Or are there other spells or any other anything else that we could find that would.
To the
break
best
this?
of my knowledge, the only option is an antidote.
Well, or we could take out the guy who's tailored to. I mean, if it's all tailored to one guy.
Yeah, if you kill the person who is doing the controlling, then the spell will be broken because it's made so that one specific person can gain control.
Just start killing everybody and see if we get the right person.
It should
a cleric?
Once you
Wisdom,
guys,
that's where your
if you
wisdom
guys,
comes in.
if you guys do a little bit more digging,
That's
it
very
shouldn't
wise.
be terribly difficult to figure out who it is.
Right.
You guys already have a good trail. You guys have a good lead. You know, if you guys can follow that,
If we just leave him here, will the potion like work its way out of his
I was wondering
system?
if we,
It'll
if
take
we
a-
feed him a bunch of laxatives.
with the amount that he has, it'll take a long
Just
time.
saying.
Okay, longer
'Cause
than
he
it would
is-
take you to make an antidote.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is so completely consumed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been under, most likely been, if he's under control of this potion with the level to which he's under control, he's probably was forced into this and was forced into it a couple years ago.
Yeah, all right.
And he's been fed this for a long, long time.
Okay.
Does it make sense to try to? Just trying to decide if this makes any sense at all or not.
I just put it
Is
out
there
there.
is there a way to counteract it? Like if we could take control of his mind, then we could tell him to do something else, or would that just like
He
mess
is
with him?
the purpose of a potion like this is to
Strip away the
to
will.
just strip away the will of the person who's being controlled.
Oh.
We don't have the means to counteract this spell without a little more knowledge of who's being controlled and like who is doing the controlling and what the formula they used. You know, if you guys had found a recipe or something like that there, that might have been helpful. Or if I could see
If there are any notes.
Shouldn't have burned all the books.
Did
We
you guys?
didn't burn 'em. We
You wanted to blow the whole place up?
Did you guys?
Simple thank you.
we'll show him. We'll show him where it is.
Did you guys destroy the machine that was doing this?
No. Well, we broke it enough that it's not easily fixed. It would take a couple days' work, but should be able to go in and see kind of how it's working.
Where did you guys go?
We'll show him on the map.
Okay. So I will get myself there and investigate and look while you guys go see the king. And then after you speak to the king, depending on what he says, come back and see me and we'll go from there.
All right.
Okay?
That is a thing we can do.
All right. Fly.
Later, boss.
Fly, you fools.
They're riding horses.
Well,
So while they go visit the king, I should probably go back to my people, considering I want to go back to my bed.
Indeed.
So-
So you make the decision and tell everybody that you are going to go inform your people what's going on and
Don't
Peace
eat
out.
in the tavern in the city in
Don't
case
eat
you
and
find
drink in the
yourself
tavern,
there.
yeah.
Don't worry, I will go through the woods.
Wait, I ate there.
'cause I
How much
know
of this
them.
stuff?
I think we only had like 2 beers.
This
or
isn't
something.
like a single meal kind of thing.
No.
This
No,
is
sure.
extended period of time. Okay, good.
No.
all right. So do you guys want to keep going or do you guys want to call it for tonight and we'll pick back up here
I can keep going.
next time?
I assumed it was until 12, so we can go until 12, or we can cut early. It's
I
up
don't
to you
do
guys.
12.
It is 11 o'clock.
I'm fine. I only have to be up at 7:30 for breakfast. So.
All right.
Fairly well, humans.
Thank you, Jessica.
Adios.
Thank you for joining us.
Wonderful meeting.
I think I'm the only
you
human
too.
here.
Well, re-meet.
Re-meeting. I don't remember. I don't know where this chair goes, and sometimes the floor moves.
probably just-
I don't know.
Yeah, that
We
happens.
like
Hey, you only had water.
Good
Farewell,
job.
twin.
So,
Farewell.
Bye,
you gonna
guys.
come play with us again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can talk about time. We have
Yeah.
like a month anyway, so.
Yes.
Yeah. Sean just usually tells me when to show up, and I do.
All right. So,
Okay.
party. What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to.
Oh,
But there's someone that the king doesn't like in our group, right? Wasn't there?
Well, I mean, besides Dibs, it's
He
just
loves
Elegan.
me. Oh, he hired me as a librarian. He finds me amusing, just not all the time.
He tolerates your presence.
He tolerates your presence. He wishes you would talk less.
Don't we all?
Doesn't everybody?
So I say we ride to the king.
All right. So you guys ride to the king, and you speak to. You guys go up and request You guys request an audience.
He requests an audience because he's a noble.
Yes, with
Steward
the steward. And Steward the steward tells you that the king is sick at the moment, is going to be...
Do you have any of the potion? Do you drink any of the beer?
Yes, but you get the tavern.
Yes, the king.
Oh, shoot! I go to the kitchen.
You're going to go into the kitchen?
I'm going in the kitchen.
Alright, so
They love me there.
you walk into the kitchen, and the only person who's in there at the moment is the head chef. He is chopping vegetables and looks up, looks at you. You don't really get along with the head chef so well. You don't necessarily like each other. He doesn't necessarily tolerate you. He says, "What are you doing in my kitchen, librarian? Don't you have books to put away? I don't need my cookbooks organized. Thank you very much."
Dang it.
J'accuse.
I say, actually, I'm looking for. I have some piece of paper, and I'm gonna sketch the symbol on it, and then I'm going to fold it up. I'm going to hand him something randomly in his right hand, and then give him the piece of paper in his left and look for a mark.
Okay,
I'm
so
sneaky.
he's wearing a long chef's coat. So you hand him the piece of paper, but you are not
Can't
able to
tell.
see his wrist.
Yeah. Say, have you seen this anywhere?
He looks at it. Nope. Get out of my kitchen.
He's lying.
The king ordered me to take inventory. I need to go through the barrels and the stocks.
I think that's highly unlikely. I take inventory. I am in charge of my
Can
kitchen.
you count?
And the king would not have authorized you stupid librarian to come in and take inventory of my food in my kitchen. So get out of my kitchen before I call the guards.
It's illegal to come in your kitchen?
It's illegal for you to come into my kitchen.
Call him a racist.
So I can charm him. But the problem is, after it wears off in an hour, he knows that he was charmed.
So we need to make this a very, very quick stay. So
Well,
let's-
basically, because I work here, I think I'll avoid that. I have to work with this guy in the future. I say, you know what? It's been a pleasure.
Maybe.
That's true. He could be evil. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna walk out really slowly
creepily.
and possibly knock things over as I go, and then stop and pick them up, like really awkwardly.
With everything that you knock over, the chef gets a little more irritated, and at some point he grabs a knife
Oh yeah.
and picks it up and starts to walk towards you.
Do I see any of that mark, like any of those barrels anywhere?
You do not. No.
Okay. There's gotta be. Is there? Maybe they keep it in like a larder, like a cellar or something.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for these barrels.
The barrels
I'm
have the mark
wondering-
on
I'm wondering if they're sneaking it into, because now that we know it's not the person, we've been looking for the mark on people.
I walk into the kitchen and pull the left sleeve up on the chef.
Fair enough.
What do you want me to roll for that?
So that's going to be a.
Just walk in, not angry, not just walk in. That's it.
That's going to be. We're going to go with.
And then I shake his hand and say,
We're going to
"Have
go
a
with
good day."
dexterity. We're going to go with the dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Make sure that he
Yeah,
puts the
because
knife
you have to
down
avoid his
before
knife.
you-
Not charisma? Come on.
Avoid his knife.
You're just going to walk in there, you're going to grab his wrist. He's got a knife in his hand and he's chopping, so that's going to be dexterity. So make a dexterity check.
It's a 6.
6 plus 2, 8.
8. So you walk in there, you reach for his wrist to grab it. You grab his wrist as he's chopping, and he sees you coming. He jerks his hand back as he's chopping. You get a little nick on your hand, but he's able to pull away. He looks back at you. "What are you doing in my kitchen?" and comes at you with a knife. Because now he's just left. He's pissed off. People are coming into his kitchen, and he starts to walk towards you with a knife.
I just want to see the sleeve, bro.
"Get out of my kitchen."
Just want to see
now."
the sleeve, bro.
He takes and he throws his knife at you.
He's a French chef.
Is this acrobatics? Dodging it?
Yeah, I will allow you to dodge. Acrobatics.
17.
Ooh, Matrix hit.
Alright, so
I can't pull up his sleeve.
you matrix yourself right away from the knife. It clangs against the wall and sticks into the door, and he yells, "Guards!" And
Oh yeah, you're a stranger.
and two
I'd
guards
look it.
come chomping, like stomping into the kitchen, see you, and he said, "This man accosted me. Get him out of
I'm
here."
gonna walk in and say, "There you are." Come on. Sorry, he escaped. We're trying to.
The guards look at you and say, he escaped from
Yeah.
where?
The library.
The library?
He's an intern. He's a little eccentric.
So
I'm on work release. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm really sorry about it.
So they're not buying it. So
Don't call my parole officer. Please.
They grab you by both
Come on,
arms
deception
and
is
start
a
to
class
drag
skill.
you off
I'm
towards
good at it.
the dungeon. They are taking you to jail.
Sweet.
So
I'm sure that it's. Say,
Not the first time I've
cook
done
get
time.
something? He
are
threw
you
the
going
knife.
to attempt to resist it all, or are you just going to allow them?
Oh,
to
they're
take you
just gonna
jail?
put you in the stocks or something. We'll throw some
that's
fruit at
fine.
you and we'll be done.
All right, so you're in jail.
You're
guys-
banned from the kitchen for life.
You're banned from the kitchen. Good work, team.
But we still,
Hey, forever.
we still get audience for the king, right?
You guys will
No,
get
he's
audience
sick.
to the king.
When he's better.
There's you're looking at Stuart the Steward has told you you're looking at about a day or so before you're getting grant audience. They're giving him a little bit of time to feel better, but he's just not feeling quite
Well, wait.
himself.
Why don't you go see him? You're literally a healer.
That's true.
This is true.
This is true.
He likes you. He doesn't like
he
us.
likes you,
That's
Thanks for
true.
coming up with that before I went
Well,
to jail for accosting a chef.
Maybe I wanted to see you go to jail.
What about the penalties for accosting chefs in this kingdom are very high. They must have a problem.
They're
It must
racist.
have happened before.
Apparently so. 2 people tried to do it.
All right. So
I'm just
you
trying to
are
shake
going
his
to
Wait, no, I didn't.
you're gonna go see the king. So you you go to Stuart the Steward and tell him that you would like to see the king.
Really
And
hot in the room. They would've
based on
take it off.
This
based
is a
on your
very
position,
complicated
Stuart
plan.
the Steward
We're gonna find the vents.
grants
We're
you
gonna clog them.
the ability to see him. So, and it's just you though. He's
just
not
me.
allowing anybody else in, just you.
Can I take the evidence and stuff with me?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Certainly you can, obviously. So you walk into the king's bedroom, and he's in bed, and there are 4 guards outside. The door opens up. There are 2 guards standing inside the door, and the king and the queen. The queen is sitting at the bedside of the king, and the king is just kind of laying there, just kind of half awake. And he says, "Sir Richard, it is good to see you."
Sir Richard Grayson, Edinburgh III, sir.
I'm the king.
Your Majesty.
If I want to call you Sir Richard, I will call you Sir Richard. But
Seems
it's
very
good to
competitive
see
for
you.
somebody who's sick on the bed.
I am
Sorry, go ahead.
sick. I don't know what ails me, but I do not feel quite myself.
Can I ask for a private audience with him so I can heal him?
You can. So you request the private audience, and the king grants it. He motions to the guards, and the 2 guards that are standing inside go out, and his wife also exits the room. So now it's just the 2 of you.
Do I have to roll something for healing?
Well, what have you got for healing spells?
It's 3rd page.
Yeah. I have a healing word.
Cantrips?
What have you got? Healing word and sanctuary. Can you look up what is sanctuary?
Sanctuary is like a protective thing. Healing word is the only actual healing spell
Okay.
he has.
Can you just
That's a-
page
that's a-
251? Just let's read healing word. See what that does.
I think he heals damage.
Well, yeah, but technically being sick is damage.
Healing word. Creature of your choice you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So I think your wisdom.
Yes.
Cleric
Yeah.
wisdom.
So I will allow that to attempt to heal him. I mean, it's healing hit points in general, but you are a cleric. so-
General
Well,
health.
it won't fix the issue, but it will at least prolong his life.
Well, it depends on what the issue is. You
I
guys
spare
don't
the
know what
dying,
he's,
too.
you guys don't know what he's sick with yet.
Well, I don't think
Hopefully we don't do that.
Yeah, hopefully he's not dying.
Yeah, let's not. Don't cast that in front of him.
Don't forget I'm in jail. So anything you can do about that would really be
So you're
appreciated.
not dying yet.
So
I'm here to give you your last rites. What? Do you know something I know?
So what is what did you say it was again?
Wisdom.
1d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Well, so it's gonna be spell casting in general. So how do you cast a spell? I don't remember.
he can just do it.
Is it wisdom?
He doesn't even have to roll; it just succeeds. His spells automatically succeed, because they're not targeting. It's not like they're trying to overcome someo's resistance.
Oh,
He's not resisting
Okay.
it. So
you cast your healing spell, and he says, I feel not myself. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've been making decisions that are not me lately. And I don't understand.
the good news is we can scratch the king
I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't feel sick, like nauseous, but I'm not me. And I don't understand what's happening to me.
Well, luckily, you know exactly what's going on.
See, well, I explained to her, we just went to this place in the woods and we found the potion, and we're thinking maybe that you've been getting that from the chef or through your water, through your drink. Have you been eating anything strange, drinking anything different?
No, my chef has been bringing. I tell the kitchen what I want to eat, and they bring it to me.
Does anybody taste your food before you eat it?
Yes.
Have they been acting strange?
No. But my royal taster, he tastes everything I eat. I'm a king. I have a royal taster.
Right.
So
And where is he?
he is probably, at the moment it's dinner time, so he would be in the dining hall waiting for me to come for dinner.
Get the man of action out of jail.
So, okay. Well, he has to come tell us this first. So
It's still just you in the room, so you haven't made any actual requests of the king yet, so
Can we get your permission to get this herb investigated? Can we get some of the food in the kitchen to get that investigated through a chemist or through someone to investigate, make sure you're not being poisoned? Or
you have my full backing to investigate whatever you need. Go see. He calls in the scribe and says to him, he reads off an edict giving you power to investigate, and gives you the scroll and says, here, bring this to the Inquisitor, and you guys.
can we have a copy to take to the chef too, so he won't kill us?
Yeah, well, he gives it to you, and he gives you the copy and says, here, take this to the Inquisitor. This gives you full right to investigate. You can lead the investigation with my Inquisitor and find out what's happening in my castle.
Off to the Inquisitor.
All right.
Is it just me going to the Inquisitor, or
we
we're all
wanted to have the wizards investigate the potion. You should get that to him too.
So
I guess now that we have full authority, we can.
Right.
So you guys join back up. Go meet up with the Inquisitor.
My out of jail.
We want him for questioning.
oh yeah,
We need to question him.
Still in jail.
can we use the thing to
Loophole.
get him out of jail?
We can pretend like we need him for questioning.
Okay.
We're fully authorized to do that now.
Or you could just ask the king to get him out.
He's already lost his mind.
So the Inquisitor reads the paper, and says to you guys, well, where do you want to start?
Hang on, we'll get to you. You have all the time in the
Chill.
world.
I'll just go get one.
Chill. First of all, I present the vial. We need this investigated. It's some sort of mind control potion, and we need to know where the mind controlling is happening from.
Can you believe it?
So should we give this to you, or just go take it to the wizard ourselves?
You guys, we'll stop by the wizard on the way.
Okay.
And we'll give it to the wizard.
Okay.
I stick it back in the pocket.
So I guess what we have going on, at least, and I'm talking out of character because I don't want to do the whole thing in character. So at least I'm thinking from our perspective, all that we know now is that somehow we have a cart full of these things coming in. So I'm assuming that we have guards at the gates and stuff. We could ask them if they've seen this symbol, and then maybe we could track where this thing's making the deliveries. I'm assuming it's everywhere, but really we don't have much to go on, to be perfectly honest. We know what's happening, but we know it's key to an individual, but we don't know who. We could even, we capture a person. You know, we can't talk to the alchemist. We probably can't talk to the delivery guys because everyone about they're hopped up on this stuff too. So, you know, I'm not, other than tracking down where it's coming in, you know, and stopping it. So at least then we're stopping the problem, so there's not more. But who knows? Then we could throw off a coup. So maybe we don't want to do that.
There should be more coming in if we stop the production.
Well, there's
Right,
still
but I
there's
mean,
still that one cart.
There's still a cart full of stuff, so there's more here. So we could stop that, but that might tip off whoever's doing this. And if they throw a coup, then we have time. Can we have this meeting down in the jail?
Yeah.
So he can be
Yeah,
involved.
Okay, cool. So I only caught part of that. I apologize. You know, because you weren't down
no,
in
I'm sorry,
jail.
but you're still in jail.
Well, we were having the meeting in jail.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to
Okay,
the guards. I'm gonna say, you need to release this man. He's wanted for questioning. I'm gonna show him our little king seal.
Flip it really quick.
All right, so the
FBC.
guards.
FBCI.
The guards
F.
release him to you. Then yes, that I will allow.
And I shake him off like I'm all cool.
You can release him
See,
into
you
our,
already have prison
into our
cats.
custody.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, you got the little.
He releases you guys.
Oh
I shanked the guy. Yeah.
All right.
no!
So you guys still haven't said precisely what it is you're going to do yet.
Yeah, we haven't decided that.
In general, we should move towards how do you counteract it, because you already said there's enough for a coup. So you're past the tipping point.
Well,
So what you really want to do is you want to find out how do you stop it. Like you can find out who's behind it as much as you want, but until you stop the populace, so you need to find something that'll help you.
But I think because this is magical and only he can set it off, like, I think because either we try to sneak around and find this cure without tipping off the guy that, well, first of all, we destroyed the factory, so at this point it might be.
Yeah, we're kind of tipped off.
I think we've already tipped
Yeah.
him off that,
But-
something's going on.
I mean, you're already talking to the sketchy inquisitor. You've already talked to a whole bunch of people. We've already accosted a chef. So you're setting all sorts of transmissions. It's like the more you get too far into the investigation, more people know about the investigation, which
Chef's
means
not gonna
that
tell- Chef's not gonna tell you, he's in the king's castle. Nobody goes up there.
that's true. But the Inquisitor now knows. So the more you investigate this, the more people you have to talk to. The more people you have to talk to, you don't know who's in on it and who isn't. I mean, even
So
the
let's-
king's been gotten.
Well, I'm trying to think, wait a minute. That's a good point. The king has been gotten. So
Right.
it's got to be someone in the court, right?
There has to be a traitor.
It has to be someone who's close enough to the king to give him the order. Unless, I suppose
Or-
maybe you could do it magically from a mile away.
And
Maybe
that's
there's a guy in.
that's
whatever.
assuming it's one. So if it's more than one, the more questions and the more digging.
Well, we
yeah,
know
you
it's
want to
kind of one
investigate.
person.
Right,
You're
but-
right. They have a whole cache of people working.
But if
for
you
them.
want to triage, you need to find a way to stop the potion from working. There's got to be a way to stop the potion from working, because
Well, that's what the wizard will hopefully do. You find out what's in it, then you can find the antidote.
Yeah, I feel like
there's an antidote.
if the antidote's going to take more than
is there a spell or something that you
Yeah,
could
that we could do to-
that you could?
Well, I'm sure the king has an entire army of magical staff that could work on this a lot faster than just Elegan on his own could.
Because I'm thinking if we don't stop it soon, or if we don't figure out what's going on soon, really who, if he decides to kick off the coup, or he or she,
Right.
then we're screwed.
Right, and my point is, the more you dig,
Right.
the greater the chance you're going to tip that guy off.
So maybe we don't want to launch a huge investigation. We want to keep this subtle and low key. What do you know about this Inquisitor? It's suspicious of him.
Do we even know his name?
Maybe we shouldn't be having this conversation right in front of him. Now that I think about it.
I'm suspicious of him.
You guys have not had any in-character conversations in front of the Inquisitor yet. What
Okay.
you know, nobody really knows the name of the Inquisitor. The king just always refers to him as the Inquisitor, and he's not too keen on telling you who he really is or anything about himself. He's
King's
just
brother.
He's got a big red hat, and
Fluffy pillows.
he's got a big red hat, and his chief weapon is surprise. Surprise. So he's not too keen on talking about himself. He just wants to do his job. So he has. How much information have you guys given him so far? Aside from the note that gives you full reign to investigate.
I don't think we give him anything besides that.
Well,
Good.
Okay.
No, I don't think
That's
we
fine.
have.
No, I no. Okay, I'm wondering what we should give him because I'm wondering what he's found out. So let's just ask him. Say what?
Yeah, because that's right.
What
The
have you
last
been
time we were in
investigating?
town, we asked him to investigate.
Yeah, the king did. So
Well,
yeah.
chain of command.
So
We asked him too, but he doesn't care what we say.
he says, well, I haven't been able to corroborate what you guys have said thus far. So you're going to have to give me something to go on if you want my help. What are we looking at? What have you guys found out? Because I can't find anything.
So we'll give him a copy of the symbol, and we'll say there's a potion being smuggled into the city with this symbol on it, and it has the potential to be really bad. That it's
Define really bad. Like what is
Well-
this? What is this potion going to do to people?
to be perfectly honest, we don't know.
That's super helpful.
Well, what it's doing, they're putting it in the food and in the drink, and so it's building up inside of people towards something.
But you don't know what that something is. Don't have any guesses. Give me
Well,
something.
Didn't we get told?
So we believe.
We're trying to keep him all.
So what we did,
Sorry, I'll be
we
quiet.
found an alchemist who seemed to be making this stuff.
And where
We
is
know,
this
yes.
alchemist?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Elegant has
Character
it.
thing. I didn't.
Elegant.
Yes.
He rolls his eyes.
We don't like Elegant.
Elegant
I think
rolls
he's
his
a
eyes?
stand-up guy.
No.
Sorry, you're narrating. Okay,
The
got it.
Inquisitor rolls his eyes.
I say.
Oh, for the record,
Yeah.
Shelldon stayed back with Elegant for some modifications.
Repair.
I roll my eyes at him rolling his eyes about Elegant because I like.
I say yes, Elegant.
I
But
roll
it
my
seems
eyes
like
at you
this
rolling
potion
eyes at him
eventually
rolling your eyes
affects
about it.
minds.
Well, we'll give it to the wizards, see what they come up with.
Yes.
So, if this stuff is getting into the food, then maybe we should start in the kitchen. Because if it's in the castle, it's gonna be in
Let's
the kitchen.
go back to the kitchen. Now we got this.
Thanks for your help.
I say we've been there and he threatened us with a knife. But now
He threatened you with a knife? I'm so surprised.
Oh. Can I just waltz into the kitchen and try it again? But then the Inquisitor comes in, and then it's like, boom!
No, then like, we all come in and like surround.
Can you flash the paper as we rush in?
Yeah, I want to grab his wrist, and when he goes to attack me again, be like, boom! Right in his face.
All right.
Show him the paper.
It's like slapping around.
I want this.
Alright, so you
that's
go
worth it.
back down into the kitchen, and I'm gonna have you make a dexterity check one more time.
Come on.
Where's the D20? Red D20. Most number of crit misses I've had all night. So I do it again, I grab it, I go, and then I shove the paper in his face and say, back off, man, I just want to see the arm.
So
You know if you're the one who would like drop the paper into the soup or something.
So he sees you come in, sees you grab. He's still there working. So he's got his knife in his hand. But as he sees
That's a
the,
6.
He's just tenderizing meat
What's
this
that?
time.
6. I don't know what the. I don't know
you
what the,
failed the roll.
Okay.
But as you reach for his hand, you show him the paper. He looks at you. He's got his knife. He reels back like he's gonna throw. But then he sees the Inquisitor walk in the room, and he takes off running.
Oh, get him!
Pursue.
Chase him! You're fast.
I'm even faster, probably.
So
Probably. Yeah.
I'm slow.
So he's out the door pretty
Fast.
quick. And a couple of the guards who were with the Inquisitor go chasing after him. And there's just an absolute noise of guards chasing the chef. Are you guys going to pursue, or are you guys going to allow the guards to?
I'm gonna look at the kitchen, but if you guys want to run.
I mean, like,
I just want to see the arm. What do I gotta roll? I got a movement speed of 30.
Alright, so you got a movement speed of 30. He's a chef, so he's not super fast. So you could probably catch up to him
Gordon
fairly
Ramsay's
quickly.
pretty fit, just so you know. Just because he's a chef
Well,
doesn't mean he doesn't run.
He's your
every
typical,
day.
he's your stereotypical
This is
French
the greasy-
chef.
greasy
He's not
spoon
he's
chef.
not so much into running and working out as he is to eating things made with butter.
He only runs from fights. Got it. So what's the?
All right, so we're gonna go with
Zing.
an athletics.
I don't
which
get a
is-
point for that?
So
Come on.
athletics is strength.
Yep.
So you're gonna make an athletics check.
And my strength is plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. I don't know what number am I supposed to roll? 7.
Something higher than the 10 would
Can I
be
chase
good.
after him
Plus
too?
2
Because
is
I mean, why
9.
not?
You can chase after him.
I like
too.
running. Running is
Just
fun.
let me look at the rest.
12.
I
That
got-
makes it. The difficulty was 11.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Ah,
got your back, bro.
All
thank
right, so
Can
you
I
guys
pull the thing up,
Yes.
though?
you guys finally do catch up with him, pin him to the ground, get there, pull up the sleeve, and you do see the mark on his wrist.
Aha.
Called it. Good job, team.
Thank you.
Good job, team. So,
This is
How
our
many
first
dice
real
rolls did it
victory.
take?
so the Inquisitor looks at it and said, "What is this? Like, what's happening here?" And he sees the mark on his wrist. He's like, "What is this? Do you know what this is?"
We showed
we
him,
give the
we
Inquisitor
showed him the
a copy
mark
of-
the first time.
Yeah, didn't we give him?
Oh, you did. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Retcon.
It's like the
Retcon.
worst Inquisitor ever.
Quick
Sorry.
retcon.
It's been a month since the last time we played. Get off my back.
Is the Inquisitor wearing long sleeves?
The Inquisitor is wearing long sleeves.
I am not going to do that.
So the Inquisitor,
I just wanted to check.
If you go
Inquisitor
high five, maybe
sees-
his sleeve will fall down.
the Inquisitor sees the mark on his wrist and says, "Guards, take him to the dungeon."
Kill him immediately. Wait, no! So this
But
actually... sorry.
First, he asks to see the guard's wrists, and he says, "Let me see your wrists." And he shows them both. Neither of the guards have the mark on their wrist. And then he says, "Take him to the dungeon."
So this is different, though, because this guy's not, like, high. So maybe he knows something.
Well, I mean, well, that's true.
So, maybe he was, like, cognizant enough to recognize who talked to him or something, because someone made him do this, and unfortunately he might have just paid him.
Plus, he's probably he's the one who's feeding the king, so.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. Hey guys, this is Shawn, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. Just wanting to give a quick shout out to some people who've been really cool to us, and also remind you guys to keep sharing the show, particularly to subscribe and rate us on iTunes. Leave a review. That is probably the single best thing you guys can do to share your love of the show, aside from just telling people mouth to mouth. That really helps us grow, and if people don't know about us, they can't listen to us and they can't laugh along with us because they don't know we exist. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been tweeting about the show and sharing it with your friends. I really appreciate it. But there's two people in particular that I want to give a quick shout out to. One is a guy named Steve Elmore. He is currently creating a role-playing game for kids called Dragon Eggs. You can find him at Twitter at DEggRPG. And he is, I think he's currently going through some playtesting phase. You can contact him if you want to get in on that, but it seems like a pretty cool system. My kids are going to be playing it probably this coming Saturday, and we're going to give it a shot, see what they think, and we'll let you know how that goes. But give him a check him out. Check out his blog, and you can follow him there. It's pretty cool stuff that he's doing. Also, I want to give a shout out to our boy Bill, who plays Orlando Buddy Bloom. He is William Mitchell. He's an aspiring illustrator as well as just an all-around cool guy. You can find him on Twitter at pbillycombs, and I will put a link to his stuff in the show notes. He does a comic strip called Ray and Perry that is about an anthropomorphized refrigerator in television trying to make the pilot for a TV show, and it is irreverent and ridiculous and hilarious, and I love it, and you guys should go check him out and give him a follow. So thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing. Love you guys. I am just absolutely blown away by the response that we've got so far, and I'm running out of things to say, so I will just let you get back to the show.
Okay. I say we play good cop, bad cop. I'll be good cop. I'll charm him with magic.
Okay.
You charm Julio?
The cook, when we go talk to him. Because I don't care if he knows now. He can learn in an hour. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
Cook.
So, so you're going to attempt to charm the cook.
Alright, I'm gonna cast charm. Actually, you know what? I can do it without him even seeing me. So I'm gonna do that from outside the room or outside the cell or whatever. I'm just gonna cast it
Okay, so did you guys follow what did you guys do? Because the
I'm
guys,
going with him.
you guys are gonna go.
Well,
you're gonna go
hold on,
straight
sir.
there now, or are you going to finish looking in the kitchen first? What do you guys?
You want me to go talk to the cook and you guys search the kitchen? So that way we're not...
Well, where's the strongest investigative skills?
I'm awesome at investigating.
He is charm. I have investigation too.
I don't have investigation even if I did. I'm not rolling the dice.
And perception is tied to wisdom, right?
Perception is tied to
Wisdom. Yeah, good call.
wisdom. Yes.
Okay, he has the most wisdom. I say he looks around the kitchen, you help him, and we'll go talk to the chef because we both have investigation. And he is charm. That's my suggestion.
Fair
If
enough.
anyone else has
So,
anything else.
I could also go interrogate the chef. You could look in the library.
All right.
It's my library.
So who's going
I own the
down to
library.
talk to the chef?
Nerd.
Well, he is because he has charm, and I have investigation.
All right. So you're going to the kitchen. You're going to see the chef. What are you doing?
Yeah, if you have investigation, you want to check the kitchen.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know. Do they
I don't
have?
have investigation. But I
No,
have
but you have a
wisdom.
really high wisdom, so
Right.
you can do good on perception checks.
Do they have like the full HD package, or
I have
is it just
no
like
idea what you're
basic cable? They could just hang around. And...
Oh,
Never mind. So
Okay.
we can just watch TV.
Gotcha.
We can't because the
Cable's
TV
out.
doesn't exist yet.
That's true.
Cable's out.
For thousands of years. We'll be there sometime between now and 2,000 years from now. Come on. I don't even know when I should be home. And then they leave a note, and I gotta wait again. So I will. I'm not gonna go talk to the king because I'm gonna get thrown in jail again. I don't really want to go back down to jail. I don't want to check the kitchen. I'm trying to think what else.
You could go.
Can-
Maybe you go talk to the gate guards and see if they know anything about the barrels coming through, or if they've seen the barrel, where the barrels are going.
Or you could go investigate the runaway princess. Because
That's
we
true.
know that they have. That's
It's
a
a
bar.
bar.
That's a tavern. That we know that
Oh.
one. That's the only
Oh,
tavern
right,
that we
right,
found that actually has the stuff sitting in the larder.
Just don't eat or drink.
Yeah, I don't need to drink anything there. I did once. Bad idea.
Gotcha.
And not because of the potion, it's just
So
bad food.
why do we think there'd be something
Well, because we know
any more to find there?
we know that they.
They have seen the barrel with the mark on it in the kitchen of the runaway
So,
person.
now
who's-
you
who's
can
go-
talk to the owner. What's his name? We wrote down his name. No, we didn't write down his name. Shoot, we
No,
came
we
up with a
didn't.
name for him.
Are there any of the king's staff who do not eat from the royal kitchen, the food prepared by the cook?
Everybody in the castle eats the food that comes out of that kitchen.
Everybody.
Everybody. Not everybody gets the good stuff. The good stuff goes to the king and the court, but everybody
Well,
is
the
fed.
cook could be just making it for the king too.
Yeah, the royal chef makes the food for the king, and then there are other staffers that do the rest of the food.
But it would be naive to think that the rest of the castle is not basically.
Yeah, why would you just try to get the king? You'd want everybody.
Right.
As many people as you could.
Well, everybody obeys the king anyway, so you don't really need to. Right?
I'm really on this like I don't care who did it because your bigger problem is fixing.
Well,
fixing
why
the
don't you
problem.
why don't you take the vial to the wizards and see if they have any solutions?
But I don't know which ones are or are
That's
not under
true.
control.
Are the wizards in the castle, or are they on their own separate? Like,
They
wizards?
have their own tower.
Okay.
They have the wizard tower.
They have. Do
Okay.
they have their own source of food?
So
If
no,
replicator.
they
Okay.
do not.
I would like to go talk to the wizards to ask them if there's anything else that we can do. Like if there's any other type of magic that we could use to
Okay.
stop this.
So you're going to be sent. So you're going to walk up there. Each group as you split up is going to be accompanied by guards who have knowledge of your orders
And are verified to not have the mark on them.
and are verified to not
Okay.
have the mark on their arms. So you guys will be able to ask to see wrists and make these checks as you need to.
Okay.
So you go upstairs, check the wizards, find out that none of the wizards have the mark on their arm.
Caught a break.
You hand them the vial and give them the information that you believe this is a mind control potion, and they set to work on figuring out what the thing is. They're verifying. They're not as talented and as knowledgeable as Elegan are because they're all humans. So they've only been alive for 70
know what
80
Elegan
years.
Well, that's right. We technically don't know what Elegan is.
Yeah.
He's human.
He's humanoid, but he's extremely old. You guys know it's verifiable that Elegan is at least 700 years old. I think.
I think it's about
Yeah,
that.
it's in the several hundred. I can't remember exactly what I wrote down, but He's several hundred years old at least. That's verifiable. You don't know anything more than that. He could be thousands of years old for all you know.
Can I ask them for any and all documentation that they have on mind control?
He said they will.
Things that provide mind control.
They will be pleased to provide that for you, but
You have a library
it's
card.
going to take some time to get that together. So
I get a library
Get in
card.
your
So-
DB decimal system.
they will come back to you. They will have what you need ready in a few days, but they're not going to be able to give it to you right this second. All right. So now
I want my burrito now.
kitchen.
He's in the. Oh, that's right. I'm in the
You
kitchen.
guys are
Both
both
in the
in the
kitchen,
kitchen. So you guys walk into the kitchen and there is. Grab a.
Are we not making checks, or are we just finding it?
Well, you'll get there.
Okay. I mean, I figured since we're not really under any distress.
Yeah, you can take as long as you want.
All right, so you guys walk into the kitchen, and this is the island at which the chef was doing his cooking. Ovens are back here. This is all oven. This is shelf space. This is some just general produce storage and stuff like that. Here is stairs down into the cellar. This is
Where we came in.
door, and this is door where you came in.
Oh, okay.
And
So that's where he took off.
window, and then he took off running out this direction.
And that just leads out of the castle.
That leads into a hallway.
Oh, okay.
This room is in the center of the castle.
Okay. Most important room in the center of the castle. Got it.
We have to go down here for one.
Well, let's look around. Let's look
Right.
around up here first.
All right, I'm not gonna make you make perception checks down here because there's nothing super interesting happening in here.
I take
There's
a
no-
carrot for a snack.
There's no barrels. There's some pots cooking and simmering on the stove, but it's bright out. You're not gonna be able to see that distinctive faint blue glow of
Right.
the potion because it's just too bright.
Yeah.
So you grab a carrot, start munching on it.
No,
Tastes a
blue
little
carrot.
funny.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's probably got the stuff on it. Wow.
I'm looking for cursed food. Let me snack.
I mean, it's conceivable. I mean, it's conceivable that the produce would be fine.
True.
It's just a picture of just like going like that on all the produce.
Science is raw carrot, not a boiled carrot.
Yeah, that's right. But if I boiled it, it'd be
Or
fine.
he dipped it.
Every individual carrot.
He's like making wax candles with the carrots.
What are you doing? Don't question the chef.
Anyways,
Are you
I take a couple-
classically trained chef?
I take a little bite of the carrot and realize that I'm an idiot, and then just toss it out the window.
All right.
That puts you right over the limit. Sorry.
So
Anyways,
you're going to do what?
so
We're gonna go down.
yeah, if we didn't find anything up here, we're gonna go down.
All right. So you go down to the bottom of the stairs. There's a door at the bottom of the stairs.
Is the door locked?
Door at the,
The door
bottom of the
is
stairs.
not locked.
There's a door. There's a door. There's a door at the bottom of the stairs. Sorry, you may continue now.
Well, considering our last efforts with doors leading to mysterious areas, the door was booby-trapped from all.
Kick it open.
I'm thinking about it.
Just
All right, I kicked the door open.
Kick the door
I
open.
kicked the door
All
open.
right.
I'm such a bad influence.
A couple things happened. One, you died.
So
You come back to life and die again.
so you
This
kick
is
the
a
door
particularly
open,
fiendish trap.
and
Resurrects you, kills you again.
and it just goes flying open. It's not locked or anything. So the
It's a nursery to a bunch of children.
The latch
Good job,
mechanism
monster.
just breaks apart, splinters. The door flies open, makes a heck of a noise, and nothing of note happens.
One of the guards says, "Seriously?"
So is that really necessary? The guard who's with you just kind of looks at you quizzically. He's like,
Seriously,
Was
my
that
brother's
really
the blacksmith.
necessary?
He's got to fix all this.
It's like, look, I've wanted to do that like half my life. Give me a break.
he just kind of shrugs. He's like,
Fair enough.
fair enough. And you walk
Can I do the next
into
one?
Tieflings.
you walk into the
Tieflings.
storeroom.
I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
How dark
I've heard
is
of
the story?
tiefling.
The storeroom is fairly
Not that it matters because I have dark vision.
yeah, it's fairly well
But for
lit.
him.
I
Um,
don't. Yeah.
so you look around. There are barrels.
He looks at me 'cause I can't see if it's that dark.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Question: Is it likely that he is to be eaten by a grue?
It is
You're in a
not like
twisty
not
dance
that
passages all alike.
20. Natural 20. You succeed. Okay, so
He wins the whole thing.
so there's a pile of barrels in the corner. There are not necessarily any visible marks. You guys move them around, and you do find one barrel that has a faded mark on it. You guys open it up. It's about halfway gone, and there is the potion inside.
Interesting.
But it's there's one barrel.
Right. So one barrel, half
there's-
gone, and it's
there's
faded.
not enough. It looks like it's been there a while. There's definitely not enough that there could be it's not enough to indoctrinate the entire castle.
That's probably just for the king.
Probably just the king, right?
Yeah, I would agree. Okay. Well, that's
Communicating back.
that's
The king's symbol is the crown going on his head.
well, that's a bit of a relief, I guess. Because I mean, that means that we don't have to completely kill everyone in the castle because they're evil.
Just the king.
Just the king.
Great.
Okay.
Kill.
Well, is there anything else of note?
Not really.
Is there anything that's not poison that I can eat?
There's plenty that's not poison that you can eat.
Okay. Well, I eat something.
All right.
I'm hungry.
You eat a potato.
He
Nice.
doesn't munch on
raw
a potato.
Potato.
Nice.
It's a delicacy for your people.
No, it's something I picked up from Elegan. He just eats raw potatoes. I'm like, oh, why not?
Sure.
Doesn't everybody? Everyone's like, doesn't everybody do this?
Right?
Normal? What?
Right?
Come on, guys, right?
I've seen people do it with tomatoes. It's cool, right?
I'm half tiefling, half Irish.
They're red, they're white, they're brown. They get that way underground. Anyway.
Okay, so we don't find anything else.
No.
Okay. So I guess then it is now.
Do we destroy the potion?
Yes, we destroy the potion.
You guys destroy the potion.
Yes. Or at least just tip over the
How do
bottle
you,
or something.
out of curiosity, how do you destroy the
Well,
potion?
I would just tip it over so it spills all over the floor.
Right, so it can go into the groundwater.
Yeah.
Great idea. I just want to commend you on such a great idea.
Exactly.
We destroy it by drinking it.
Roll to see if I'm getting drunk.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm getting drunk.
Yes.
So I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to lightly draw that symbol on my wrist.
With,
I have a pen and stuff.
but wouldn't it look weird?
Maybe. But that's
He's a
okay.
librarian. Nobody's
Because,
going to take it seriously.
and then I'm going to charm him.
Okay.
So he can save against it. It's a wisdom save. He's got to beat a 12.
Alright, so you're going to charm.
The chef.
So he treats me as a friendly
So
acquaintance.
where are you right now as you're charming?
I'm gonna just cast it on him outside the door.
Okay, so you guys are outside the cell door.
Is he still alive? Did he die? Did he commit suicide? He committed suicide, didn't he? Sucks.
So you get the guards open the door for you, and you guys walk
We
into
have the worst guards ever.
You guys,
They're all fired.
They took and they put him into the.
Did they
put
take
him
his
in the
knife?
cell, and you guys walk into the cell, and his head is just starting to melt away.
So, wait, so this takes place in the kingdom of Ferguson, Missouri? Oh, sorry, that was really bad. You can edit that one out if you want to. Anyway.
No, we know that these guys have acid in their cheekbones or something. That they whale their heads against things and their heads melt.
Right.
And
It's a suicide mission.
our guards, seriously guards.
And the guards look in and see this thing and are visibly sickened by this sight and this. I mean, they're guards, so they've
Just
seen
one
like
vomit
right.
into his helmet.
the guards have seen some crap, and they're physically disturbed by this, and they're just like speechless, like we had no idea.
For those of you listening at home,
No,
the constable is vomiting into his helmet. Sorry.
No, I said, don't worry about it, guys. This is my fault. I should have seen this coming. We've run into this before.
Then why didn't you stop it?
It was a month ago.
So he's dead. He's
Okay.
dead. He's
Great, so
dead.
you've
Can
given
I
a
still
bunch of people
charm him?
PTSD.
You can charm the dead body. I don't know what you're planning on accomplishing by that.
Please
Go-
rephrase that.
Please go. Give me a spellcasting
No.
check.
Please rephrase that statement of
Okay.
charming the dead body. I really do not appreciate the implications.
No,
And we
it's
move
gonna be
on.
like, hey, bro, you thirsty? Want to get something to drink? gonna work. Okay.
Do good cop, bad cop. I just come in and beat him up.
Well, the good cop isn't gonna work.
See, if you just tell us, I could have him lay off.
I can have him stop
I'm on your
at any
side.
time.
You know.
At any time.
You say the word. You want more? Okay. Yo, Orlando.
Right. Well, I need to make up a confession. I'm gonna accuse
You're
The cook said that
You're gonna
steward.
forge a confession.
steward. Because it can't be the vizier, so it's gotta be the steward. Steward.
Steward? What's going on there?
The steward.
You know, it's always the vizier.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's always, yeah, but we don't have a vizier, we have a steward. So it's clearly him.
So the butler.
The butler did it, yeah.
Okay.
It's clearly the butler, which is the steward. So,
Whose name is Stuart?
Stewart. The steward.
Stuart the steward?
Yeah. This is what happens when we don't make them names
But
like
when I
this,
can-
and we wait and we say,
Stewart.
everyone yell one out. We get names like Stewart the steward.
And Bob.
And
Because
Archie.
I
And
didn't,
Shelldon with
I
two
didn't do
Ls.
enough show prep, and I didn't think of names for people for
Okay.
crucial characters like I should have, because I'm a lazy bum.
Did we
All right.
ever ask the food tester whether he
Nope.
had a tattoo?
You guys have not spoken to the food tester at all yet.
That's cool. I don't care.
Alright, let's regroup. Can we do a mind merge?
So you guys have found the potion, the one barrel of the potion half full that looks like it's been there a while in the kitchen.
King,
you guys
possibly
have
queen.
found that the chef did have the mark and has been feeding undetermined peoples
Right.
the food. You guys have not spoken to the food tester yet. You guys have not spoken to the Inquisitor has at very least gone far enough to verify that the guards in the tower do not have
Okay.
the tattoo.
Let's
So,
get a bunch of guards to go around and check everybody.
Yeah, so I just want to point out, I haven't been with this party. I went to talk to the wizards. You got a guy killed that you already knew should have died, and you
committed
put a bunch of
suicide.
potion in the groundwater. So I just wanted to recap.
It'll take a while to get there.
Orlando Bloom
a cement
1,
floor, so-
everybody else 0.
You delivered stuff to a wizard.
Yeah, and I asked a lot of very analytical
The only
and probing
thing you
questions.
did was succeed in not dropping it on the way there. Which, the way we've been rolling, is not guaranteed.
Oh, it's a
Roll
shame.
to ascend the stairs. Oh, please no.
I know. Critical miss.
Whoa, right out the window.
Do that.
Directly into the well.
I'm gonna
Oh,
drink some
great.
hot coffee. Critical hit.
Yeah. You burn your eyeballs out.
I'm gonna need a dexterity check to walk up this stairs. Critical miss! You drop the potion and break the
I'll
vial.
tell you.
Game
yeah,
over,
Right
man.
into the well.
Game over.
Everybody's infected. Good job.
Good for you.
I just
So-
want to say, hitting a pixie is a very difficult thing to do.
Alright, so we got food tester. What else do we have? Do we have anything else?
Here's the wife.
The queen?
You could see,
Queen.
so you could see if the queen is in on it.
If she's
Somehow,
in on it?
try to. I don't know.
Alright, so who is going to gain from becoming the king? Okay, stupid question. Everybody.
Not becoming the king, but controlling the king.
Yeah.
And a huge portion of the
That's
population.
a good point. It's not necessarily you want to be the king,
You know, just control him to be your
It's good to be the king.
It's good to
but
be
you would
king's
still
puppet.
need access. I still think that it's someone with
I still
someone
go
with
back.
access to the king.
I still go back to we're so busy trying to figure out who done it, and at any moment you've got an army of people ready to march. You gotta find
Right.
your number one priority is to let's find some magic to stop it.
So far, our only option to stop it is to find out who did it.
Right. Because if we stop that guy, we stop it. I mean, that's the thing. Is I don't think there's it's certainly we can certainly go on both paths because we can't do anything about solving it. That's Elegan and the wizards, and they're doing their thing. So we could wait and do absolutely nothing. We're heroic. But
Elegan has like what, an entire library of books plus.
on this kind of stuff, he knows what he's doing. So
Right, but you're the librarian. Shouldn't we go back and like pour through all of his books to see if there's something he's missing?
he's not there. Let's
Elegant?
go to his library.
What?
We can do that.
Yeah. Find something on mind control. I mean, there's got to be something.
There might be something in the Royal Library too. Like, do you have like a perfectly memorized list of every single book in the library?
Well, I could look at my card catalog.
Roll.
Like, is there anything?
Nope.
It is 11:44. So if you guys want, I'm going to make a suggestion. If you guys want, in the downtime between this adventure and the next, you can set yourselves to do, each one of you can set yourselves to do a very specific investigative task. So you tell me what you're going to do, and when we start next time, I will tell you what the results of your investigation will be. And we're looking at, you're going to have a week. Let's say the time between the end of this portion of our adventure and the time of the start of the next is going to be 1 calendar week. So what are you guys going to set to investigate, and what specifically are you going to do?
I want to find any information on mind control, anything in Elegan's library.
Okay. You guys are going to research in Elegan's
Because
library.
if he's been around for 700 years, he's got tons of books on the subject. I mean, I'm sure the Royal Library has something too, but I mean, this is the guy who knew right away what the potion was, and I gave it to a room full of wizards, and they were like, well, we'll get back to you. It's like, no, I want to go to the guy who's got all the information. Yeah, he's 700 years old and he's really smart, but that's a lot of knowledge.
The wizards were supposed to get us something in a couple days, so we should have that information anyway, without us going and manually searching for it. So that's good. So we don't have to do that task. So right, Elegan's library, we can definitely look there.
Did you want to see Stuart?
Not for a week. Follow him around, I'll cloak and dagger for a week.
Are you?
No, yeah,
That's a lot of rolling.
So I'm going to.
The Inquisitor is going to start going through the castle and invest in interrogating everyone, looking for the symbol on the wrist.
So I think the problem is that ultimately the guy or girl that were the perpetrator is not going to have the mark on them, right? I mean, why would you? Because it's a servant.
The
thing.
type of mark that it is, you know that because it's a servant's mark, the person who
wouldn't have it on them.
No, the person who
but
is
they would.
the person who is being served, it's their mark, and they might have it displayed prominently in their home or somewhere around them.
Do they have a signet ring?
They might have a signet ring. They might have something that ties them to the mark. Not necessarily, but they might. That's not uncommon. But they won't have the person who is.
They won't have the mark.
Yeah,
on
the
their
person
wrist.
who you're looking for, the person who's controlling this spell, will not have the mark on them.
They have a
For
You
sure.
want to check your library for the mark? Have you done that yet?
We have.
I mean, I'm sure you've got volumes and volumes.
Yeah, would there
of
be any
marks.
record of whose mark this is?
Yeah, like a history.
It's possible.
Yeah, that maybe if there's a family crest or something, it might go back years, and maybe we'll be able to find that. So if it's a noble thing. Yeah, so we'll go through. Yeah, it's a good call. I'll go through the library, and we're looking up genealogies and also anything I think might be connected with.
And you'll help me out in Elegan's library because I'm sure it's a mess. Okay,
it's horrible. I'll organize it for him.
He'll appreciate
Cool.
that.
I'm sure he will.
If anybody asked, it was your idea. Okay, cool.
All right. Anything else?
I want to interview the queen because everybody knows the wife always does it. It's either the wife or the butler.
This is true.
I do believe you're trying to seduce me. Well, aren't you?
Well, that's not gonna take. That's not gonna take a week.
Yes, she is.
Is there anything else? Is there
Roll
anything
to see
else
if you're
you'd like to do?
seduced.
That's not gonna take a week. Do you want to talk to other nobles?
roll high or
Maybe?
low?
Queen and maybe the steward.
What result are you going for?
And then just maybe this is like general nobility and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So Dad's gonna use his
Now I
noble
roll for
powers to
initiative.
talk to the nobles.
Ah, fail.
Oh, I failed to initialize.
I figured too.
All right.
And I'm going to see if I can track the distribution
Food
routes
disc
in the city to see if there's any way I can cut it off at anywhere
Food screen.
within the cut it off within the city itself.
Okay. So next time we play, I will have the results of those investigations.